my loves, it's your girl Kim Lay, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know it's been a while, but your girl is back. And if you want to know what's been going on, keep on watching. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The reason why you clicked on this video is because you saw the title. I went to Cali, Colombia and got my veneers done by Dr.Gonzaga Tabares. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to post his Instagram right here. He's did a lot of famous celebrities' teeth. I don't know if you heard of Arrogant Tay. I'm sure you have. So yeah, he's popping. And I went to Cali, Colombia. Tomorrow it will be 2 weeks that I have my teeth done. I got them done for my birthday. And my birthday was last Tuesday, so happy birthday to me. Yes, that was my birthday gift to myself, and I did it. No, my smile was not horrible. No, it wasn't anything wrong with me, but this is something that I wanted done, and I did it. Throughout the video, I'm going to post different little clips in it. If you have any question, comments on any part of it, the time, glimpses, just drop them down in the comment section and I make sure I will answer as much as possible. All right, keep on watching. How did everything come about with me going to Cali, Colombia to get my teeth done? Arrogant Tay, when he got his veneers done, I saw them. I've been watching this veneer process from a lot of people for a while, and I was thinking about it. Didn't really speak on things. When I move in silence. I don't really say anything about it. My best girlfriend hit me and she was like, I want to do this. What do you think? And it was so crazy. I didn't even say anything to her, and I tell her everything. But it was just a thought in my head, like, that's something I really want for myself. When she brought it to my attention, I was like, oh, that just is a confirmation. Let's go. So I did my research heavy now, because I told her, yeah, let's do it. It's very important when you want to do something and you have a support system that supports you and is down for the cause, and that's me. So I did my research. I contacted the guy, Dr. Gonzaga. I had to send pictures of my mouth, the front, to both sides, left and right. I had to open my mouth top and bottom and send him pictures. After I sent him pictures, he gave me my price. After the price, I had to send my $500 deposit to book my appointment. All communication was on Instagram. I didn't contact his WhatsApp or anything. I sent him a DM straight to his Instagram page. After I contacted him, I want to say he contacted me back within a day or so. It wasn't long at all. The process was moving like this. I mean, like this. Me and my homegirl discussed it in June. I got it done in July. But when she brought it to my front door, I opened it, period. So, sent my $500. I didn't book my appointment. We were moving so fast. I really, in the beginning, didn't think that we were going to actually get our teeth done in a month. I didn't think that. I didn't think that at all. So we finally shot some dates to him, back and forth. Me and her discussed some dates. When can we go? When can we go? We both had kids. She has a husband. You know, we have to actually plan this, you know, part of our life. So good thing about it is Cali, Colombia is out of the country, out of the United States of America, so you have to get a passport. I already had my passport, so that was one thing underneath my belt. She had to go get her passport. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But you will see clips of her inside of this video, just so you can see that we did this journey together. So I did have my passport. That was one of the things already underneath my belt. This is my first time going out of the country, but I had my passport, I guess, just for this. When I tell you this was a manifestation thing, that's what it was. And I guess it just was planned out perfectly. Like, I already took the steps and I didn't even know what I was taking the steps for. So We finally decided on a date. The date that we decided on was July 25th. My appointment was at 10 a.m. Her appointment was scheduled for 2 p.m. So we confirmed the dates with him. Bam. Our appointment was booked. We were sitting like, what did we just do? Girl, did we just book our appointment? Fuck it. Let's book our flights. I mean, we already here. We might as well book our flights. We found our flights. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. She flew out of Savannah, Georgia. I flew from Charlotte, North Carolina. We met in Orlando, Florida. From Orlando, Florida, we flew to Cali, Colombia. The flights weren't bad at all. I'd rather do it that way because it was better on the budget. Like, it was perfect. My flight in total, I want to say it was about $700, about $7 something. I lost money on one ticket because when I booked our appointment, we were supposed to be arriving on Wednesday the 24th. But the ticket that I booked to Cali, Colombia, that's the one we needed, period. It was for the 23rd morning, not the 24th. Back and forth. I lost money on the ticket. It was fine. I mean, you're going to take losses if you want to be a boss, period. And it's cool. So, let's talk about the flight. So we were supposed to leave the airport at 10 something at night. 10:34 was when my flight was supposed to leave. Flight was delayed. They had bad weather. The pilot was coming from New York. He wasn't able to get on his plane until the storm actually stopped. I had to get from Charlotte to Orlando to make it to my flight that was leaving at 1:45 a.m. So we flew to Cali, Colombia overnight. 1:45 a.m. I was panicking because my flight kept being delayed because we was waiting on the pilot because of the weather. When I tell you that when something is for you, it no matter what is thrown at you, no matter what obstacles you have to get over, but if it's for you, that has your name on it and it's going to happen. Because how I caught my flight in Orlando was nothing but God. And I'll put all the money on that. I got on my flight from Charlotte, North Carolina to Orlando. It took an hour. I left Charlotte, I want to say 11:49. Got to, no, I want to say it had to have been 12. It had to have been 12 something that I left Charlotte. Got to Orlando at 1:11. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta find the gate because I have to get to the gate. My homegirl already talked to the people from the flight, and they said if she's not on this flight by 1:30, because you know, after 10 minutes before they shut the door, if she's not here by 1:30, we're gonna have to leave her. I got to the airport in Orlando at 1:11. Mind you, it wasn't just me. It was a lot of people that was delayed and missing flights, and everybody was trying to run. So I didn't get off the plane until 1:21. Do y'all know that my flight was right next door? Right, I got off one door and bam, right there. That's where I had to go. Mind you, I'm going out the country, so I had to go through, you know, they had to scan our bags a little extra than they do in the United States. It was for me. And my homegirl was sitting right there like, girl, you was literally right there. Yes, that's part one of the flights. So I just landed in Orlando and getting ready to board the plane. Y'all stay tuned and I'm gonna let y'all take this ride with me. On every flight, we were able to sit by each other. We agreed to sit on the emergency exit. If you go on flights out the country, ask, can you be in the emergency exit? They're going to tell you that yes, you have to be available if an emergency happens. Yeah. You agree to all of that. It's because you have a lot more space, you have a lot more room. Your legs won't be restricted and you won't be so close up on everybody. So emergency seating is key. Perfect. Unless you fly in first class. That's a different option for you if you like. So we got on the plane. Here we go. We are on the plane. We are about to take off. My bestie is here. We are ready to go. I will keep y'all guys updated. All right, talk to y'all later. Headed to Cali, Colombia. So we're flying. All that day I didn't eat anything. We were just so rushy. And I think a little bit of, nervousness was kicking in, excitement was kicking in. And I didn't eat anything. So we got on the plane about an hour and they offered food. I was a little hungry, so I ate. This flight right here, I want to say was about 4 hours. It was about 4 hours. I'm going to post a picture of what I ate. When I read on the paper, it said cheese omelet. So I was like, perfect, I can eat this. I don't eat meat, FYI, I only eat seafood. So I take a first bite. It was a cheese omelet and hash browns. So I take a first bite of the omelet. This is good. It tastes a little different, but it's good. I look down. The omelet has ham on it. I was like, dang. I can't eat this because, number one, I haven't eaten pork and I know 5 years or more. And I was like, dang, that's ruined. Can't eat this. So I pushed the food aside. It has like a yogurt and some little rice something. I ate that. Okay, cool. I was good. Drunk some water. I was fine. Went to sleep. I woke up about 2 hours later, like sweating, and I couldn't breathe. It was hard for me to breathe. I couldn't see. I tapped my homegirl. Long story short, I got sick as I don't know what from eating that plain food. FYI, do not eat plain food. If you're that hungry, get something that's prepackaged, like some pretzels, or grab you something at the airport. Do not eat plain food. It's not. So we just landed in Colombia and we are headed to our next flight to go to Cali, Colombia. Keep you updated.
And get the cutie that's sitting next to the window.
Yeah. We're taking off. Up and away. Mac in the Colombia airport. Okay, we see you, Mac. We have different little shops. Ravens. We're leaving the airport. Look at Juan right there holding our sign. Hey, Juan.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, Juan.
Welcome, Cali.
Let me see your sign.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
as you saw the clip, we arrived in Cali, Colombia. We talked to our driver. When you set up your appointment, let's take it back a little bit. When you set up your appointment and you pay a deposit, the doctor sends you hotels that he recommends. And he also has his own driver that he recommends for you because you want to be as safe as possible. I would advise going with his transportation rather so than going with someone else that you know nothing about or a taxi. Just stick with his transportation because you are going out of a country that you don't know what to expect, and you'd rather be safe than sorry. I really love the transportation that he hooked us up with. The guy's name was Juan. Juan speak very good English. He knew his stuff, and he was very welcoming and warming, and it was a very safe experience. And I would recommend him if I ever go back to Cali, Colombia, or if I know people that's going, I will always tell them to contact him. So I was contacting the doctor, my homegirl contacted the driver. So she contacted the driver through WhatsApp. That's how she talked to the driver. And the driver sent voice messages, sent different texts and pictures of the vehicle, whatever to pick up. Just made it feel more comfortable because you just don't know what to expect. You're in a whole nother situation. And that was very welcoming. That Juan got us from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel, and that was $40 US dollars. Money. Our money is worth 3 times more than Colombia money. And FYI, I would just keep the US money because you can pay for a lot of stuff and just use your US money, because trying to figure out the Colombia money, like me and my homegirl don't know Spanish, and trying to just identify, well, how much is this, how much is that? Once we got from the airport, we cashed all our cash in and just got Colombia money. I don't know what we was thinking because we don't know how to count this money. So how much, I mean, how do we know what we have? That was a learning lesson. It was just such a learning experience as far as the money and the language, trying to figure out what to order. We stayed at the 4-Point Sheraton. I would recommend you stay there. They have a restaurant inside of the hotel, which is called Cook's. They have amazing food. We just chose to eat there the entire time. When we first got there, we did stop to this little shop, but it was just hard to, communicate when you don't know Spanish. So I would recommend the Cook's restaurant that we went to. It was in the hotel. The food was amazing. And the menu, you could understand the menu better because it had English enough for you to know. And it had, of course, Spanish. But I would recommend that you can get some Colombia money, but keep most of your American. Okay, so appointments day is here. We're up. We already contacted Juan. He said he'll be outside the hotel. We headed outside, got in the car, went straight to the doctor's office. So it is the morning of, and we're on the way to our appointment. This is the last time you'll see me with these. Everybody in the doctor's office was pretty nice. When you first walk in, you have to give them your passport. They make a copy. Cash, money first, period. let's go ahead and get this transaction going through. I use my debit card and I swiped and paid for my veneers. After I made my payment, they told me that I need to wait about 5 minutes. Went upstairs, got my deep cleaning on my teeth. Dr. Gonzaga came in. He spoke with me, introduced himself. He gave me a rundown of the procedure, the work that needed to be done on my mouth. I'm going to insert a picture. I suck my thumb. I used to. I don't suck it no more, clearly. But I sucked my thumb. So my two front teeth was buck. And he just told me that he needed to make sure that my teeth didn't like stick out. So he did shave my two front teeth down, and he did laser my gum. He lasered my gum at the bottom also, and yeah, I got 11 at the bottom and 9 at the top. Your normal would get 10 at the top, 10 at the bottom. But right here, I need an implant because I got my teeth pulled, so that would have been my 10th teeth right there. So I'm already, you know, thinking about going ahead and getting the implant just so I can have 10 at the bottom, 10 at the top also. But it was fine. My smile was perfect. After my deep cleaning, after I spoke with Dr. Gonzalez, another doctor comes in. I can't remember his name, but another doctor comes in, and he's the one that does all of my mouth work outside of the cleaning. I was on the table for about 7 hours, but they did let me get a few breaks, but it wasn't bad. I didn't feel any pain. You do feel a little pressure. You do feel, you know, they're doing something in your mouth. But anytime that when they started to, they had to get me shots in my mouth for the pain. When I first got the shots, and when he was about to start, I told him, hit me again, hit me again, hit me again, because I didn't want to feel anything. You do smell the work that's being done, especially when they laser your gums. You do smell that, but it's not like a horrible smell. It's not a smell that you can't take. It's not a smell that you can't handle. Pause, back up a little bit. So Dr. Gonzaga asked me what white did I want, and I told him
the whitest white that y'all have. What white do y'all have back there? What's the whitest? That's what I'll take. Oh, y'all got chocolate white? Let me get that.
Please, thank you. If you're going all that way, to each his own. Me personally, if you're going all that way, taking all of those risks, you might as come out with the whitest white. I don't understand. But what I do know is he puts the white on one of your tooth. You know, just not, he didn't have to laser your gum. This is no medicine, no nothing. This is in the beginning. He just puts this white on one of my teeth just to show me what the veneers will actually look like compared to my other teeth. And it was just like, wow, I was in shock. And there you have it, folks. And I am very happy. I'm gonna come close. Yes, he did an amazing job, and I'm very happy. I just want to make sure that my ring light is not blocking me or being a hater. But yeah. All right, if y'all have any questions, please drop them down. And thank y'all so much for coming back to my channel. I'll see y'all babies later. Bye.